Hello and welcome to the Math Studio. In this video, we're going to look at the formulas involving products to or from sums. So recall that cos of alpha minus beta is equal to cos alpha cos beta plus sine alpha sine beta. Let's call that equation number one. Cos alpha plus beta is equal to cos alpha cos beta minus sine alpha sine beta. So let's call that equation number two. Sine alpha minus beta is equal to sine alpha cos beta minus sine beta cos alpha. Let's call that equation number three. And finally, sine alpha plus beta is equal to sine alpha cos beta plus sine beta cos alpha. And let's call that equation number four. Now let's see what happens if we take equation number one and then add it to equation number two. So on the left-hand side, we have cos of alpha minus beta plus cos of alpha plus beta. Okay, so that's these two added together. And that's equal to, if we expand the left-hand side, we have cos of alpha cos beta plus sine alpha sine beta in brackets, plus cos alpha cos beta minus sine alpha sine beta, again in brackets. Now, since there's a plus sign between the two brackets, we can just remove the brackets without worrying about the signs inside the bracket. So we end up with cos alpha cos beta plus sine alpha sine beta plus cos alpha cos beta minus sine alpha sine beta. So it's pretty clear that and that cancel. And then what we're left with is two lots of cos alpha, cos betas. So these two are remaining. So we end up with 2 cos alpha, cos beta. So if we just want to write that all on one line, that's equivalent to cos of alpha minus beta plus cos of alpha plus beta. So let's have a look at equation 1 minus equation 2. So if we take both of these equations and we subtract 2 from 1, so in other words, just changing the plus sign here to a minus, and let's see what happens. So again, expanding the left-hand side, we have cos alpha cos beta plus sine alpha sine beta in brackets, minus, in brackets, cos alpha cos beta minus sine alpha sine beta. Now let's expand the brackets on the right-hand side. So the first set of brackets there, nothing changes, so we just remove the brackets. However, we have minus cos alpha cos beta, so now we're multiplying through this negative, or this negative 1, but you have a minus minus, or negative of a minus, that turns into a plus. So we end up with minus cos alpha cos beta plus sine alpha sine beta. So a couple of things will cancel, so we've got cos alpha cos beta, those two things will cancel out, but then we end up with 2 lots of sine alpha, sine betas. There's 2 of those, so that's equal to 2 sine alpha, sine beta. So that's just sort of writing it again, that's the equivalent to cos of alpha minus beta minus cos of alpha plus beta. So I guess one way to remember this is anytime you see a sine alpha sine beta, or sort of two trig ratios, the same ratios being multiplied together, whether it's sine sine or cos cos, you could express it as a sum or a difference of cosines involving compound angles. So thank you for watching. In the next video, I'm going to look at equations 3 and 4 being added and subtracted, and then we'll see what comes of that and what sort of formulas we can derive from that. Thanks for watching.